Payday, payday, you want payday, I know that. You want payday, I know that.
Payday, you want payday, I know that. Canelo Alvarez is not invincible. Canelo Alvarez is not unbeatable. Dmitry Bivol, upcoming opponent, laughs at Canelo and the people who believe Canelo, you know, he can beat anybody. I'm going to talk about that in this video. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, Dmitry Bivol did an interview with FIGHTUBTV. Link is in the description. And in this exclusive interview, he said something that was pretty ironic. And I'll leave the link in the description so you can take a listen to it yourself. But I'm going to paraphrase. Bivol, Russian light heavyweight champion, he almost felt insulted that the Canelo Chupapi Muñeño, the man fans of Canelo Alvarez, the audacity, I can't believe it, the audacity that they have to believe that Canelo Alvarez is unacquittable, right? Now, I concur and agree 1000%. So much so, I'm gonna double down right now. This is from a video that I recorded on my channel. The video is already published, and it was recorded before Dmitry Bivol's interview ever hit the net. The great Ego Stradamus strikes again. Roll the clip. Mayweather. Most don't know ish about boxing. They showing the don't. Rest in peace to Roger Mayweather. And that's really what it is. There's a lot of people that they think Canelo is invincible. I've heard people say that Canelo can move to heavyweight. Man, if Canelo moved to heavyweight and fought somebody that I rate, he'll get slaughtered. And the funny thing is, me saying that is too brash for some people, so they'll cry, and the Chupapi Muñeños will say that I'm hating and things like that. But if I wanted to hate on Canelo, I would hate on Canelo. I wouldn't even want to see him at heavyweight because I know what would happen if he fought someone that was legitimate. So I'm not wishing that he goes to heavyweight. I'm just merely pointing out the fact that you have unrealistic Canelo fans who disrespect the sport of boxing with their commentary because they're not even remotely realistic. I don't want Canelo. I don't even really need to see him at cruiserweight. I think there's enough great fights like David Benavidez and Charlo in or around his current divisions. So don't get that misconstrued. I don't want to see him fight at cruiserweight and all this stuff. But again, you got Canelo fans who they think he can do anything and he can go beat Tyson Fury and things like that. You would have Canelo Alvarez, put it this way, you have to show me that because I don't see that. And I'm not sleeping on his skill. I think he's a skilled fighter, but look at Canelo's. Like I keep telling you, the great Ego Stradamus strikes again. It's like I'm ahead of my time. Ironically enough, Dmitry Bivol virtually said almost identically what I said in this video before that interview even hit the net. I literally said, you guys heard it. You guys heard the clip. I said, Canelo fans act like he could just move to cruiserweight, move to heavyweight, and he'll destroy and knock out everybody. That's not realistic for boxing. And Canelo's own team know this. And I think that's why fights with Jamal Charlo, Demetrius Andrade, and David Benavidez and stuff, and Better Biev have not come into fruition. Those are the main fights that I've said I want to see. And Canelo keeps skipping around and fighting everyone else and using different parameters and saying, oh, this guy got a belt and I'm after belts. But then when Canelo, this is to prove that that whole notion from Canelo doesn't remain consistent, because Canelo Alvarez, when he was supposed to fight Triple G and the fans wanted it, whatever year that was, 2019 or whatnot. And he gave away his WBC belt because he says the WBC, and he started beefing with the WBC and Mauricio Suleiman's company at that time because he said, I'm not fighting Triple G. I'm in the middle of a lawsuit with All Star Boxing, and I'm not going to be met with artificial deadlines. So as a result, you can't force me to fight who you want me to fight, and I'm not on your time. So I relinquished my belt, let Triple G have it, and that's exactly what he did. Now all of a sudden, fast forward to the future, Canelo is fighting a bunch of European fighters, the Eastern European tour. He's fought several Caucasian fighters, and there's nothing wrong with that when you're mixing it up and fighting the best of the best and the best that the fans want to see you fight. You can't call yourself the people's champ and then not do what the people want you to do, right? And, you know, he's saying, oh, I need the belts because I got to fight Caleb Smith and Saunders. Who did Saunders beat at super middleweight? I'll give somebody $1,000 if you can tell me a noteworthy name at the time he fought him that Billy Joe Saunders fought at that division. So, you know, I like Dmitry Bivol's attitude towards the whole Canelo fight because the Canelo fans, they're just out here saying whatever. And it's a lot of fanboy, man-fanism that's going on in the game. And Dmitry Bivol's right. He's bigger. He could lose to Canelo. We'll see. We'll see how the fight plays out. But just to build Canelo up as if he's this Mike Tyson of sorts, I don't really see that. Again, like I said in that previous video, if you look at Canelo's toughest fights, that's exactly what they were. They were tough. They weren't huge blowouts like the Lotta fight, the Mayweather he lost, the Cotto fight, the Triple G fight. These weren't like massive, like Floyd versus Gotti type of performances where Canelo just blew the doors off the opponent and showed they were nowhere near his caliber. What are we talking about? Even the Caleb Plant fight, I thought was competitive. And some people even said Billy Joe Saunders was giving Canelo problems. What are we talking about? So you can't tell me Benavidez and Demetrius Andrade and Jamal Charlo, those fights aren't good. That's all I got to say. In the last 30 days, I seen 50% of you are subscribed. Thank you. The other 50%, y'all got to get with it. For boxing news 24/7, the latest and greatest, I'm the best in the business. Subscribe. Do yourself a favor. Do your family a favor. Subscribe to the channel or let me know what I could do to earn your sub. That's really all I got to say about this. Canelo Alvarez Bivol is coming up sooner than you can think. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation.